Hi friends and family. I am getting on today because I am going to share the real, raw truth about me and my future plans. So, we always think that we have everything in life planned. And it's kind of funny how, we're not in control of everything. And because we're not in control of everything, it's funny how, hi Josie, thanks for coming. It's kind of funny how we think that we have planned out our future for the rest of our lives. And so, back in January, I had joined this company, Limelight. And what I thought it was to pay off my student loans. And so because, the company that I'm with, I will be celebrating 17 years with them. Good morning, Vonda. I will be celebrating 17 years with them in August the 28th. And so I had always seen myself retire from there and be there for the rest of my life. So it's funny how things change. Good morning, Casey. And your perspective changed. And little did I know, throughout these years, I'm going to try not to get emotional, sorry. I lost who I was. I lost who I had become. Hi Linda, everything in my life had been a checkoff list. And I mean everything. Talking to somebody became a checkoff list. Washing my sheets became a checkoff list. Doing schoolwork became a checkoff list. I don't know, everything in life became a checkoff list. Dusting became a checkoff list. Projects at work became a checkoff list. And when things in life become a checkoff list, you don't retain them, for one. You don't, life becomes a little chaotic because it's just like, okay, yes, you never want to say no, and you always want to just do another checkoff list. And so you lose yourself. And I didn't know that I had lost myself so far. Who I had become was being determined by other people's words and actions, and that's not me. I had become numb. I had absolutely no emotion whatsoever, and so that's not what God intends for us to be. And I know that now. And so through time, January, I started my own business because I wanted to pay off my student loans. And, I started, my business name was Inspired Beauty. Because I wanted to inspire other women to show them that they can do all this and still be beautiful on the outside and on the inside. Well, how can I encourage other women to do that if I wasn't feeling that? And so I didn't know that. My motto had become to be more, do more, and live more. And so to me, do more was doing more checkoff lists. And yes, you could live more. So you know what? It's funny how life changes things and how God puts things in front of you and says, hello, this isn't what this is about. So I had fought it and fought it and fought it. And there I mean, I'm not going to lie, Palooza was absolutely life-changing for me. I met some fabulous women that are supportive of me, and I've never had unconditional support in a long, long time, because I was always doing pleasing everybody else and just checking it off on my list. So, you know, sometimes things happen and it's like a slap in your face. And I'm just going to tell you this joke, and some of you have heard it, I know. And it was told at Palooza. It was told by our CEO's sister who has MS. And I'm just telling you, that story hit me like no other, or that joke. So I hope I get all the details right, but here it is. So, and some of you have heard this, so just forgive me, but it's important to share it. So there was this town that experienced a lot of rain and flooding, and this one gentleman was was stranded on this island, and the water kept rising and rising and rising, and he prayed to God and said, "Please come get me." And God said, "I will come get you." He had his faith and he had his peace. So along came a person in an inner tube, and he said, "Get on, you're gonna drown." And the person said, "No, God is gonna come get me. I know he will, so I'm fine, I'll be good." So then the water continued to rise, and the guy continued to have faith. And the next day a boat comes along, and the people in the boat said, "Get in, because you're going to drown." And he said, "Nope, God's coming to get me." The water continued to rise. The next day a helicopter came. "Get in, you're going to die, you're going to drown." And he said, "No, God's going to come get me." Well, guess what? The water rose. He drowned. He was so angry when he got to heaven. He's like, "God, you were supposed to come get me." And he said, "I did. I sent 3 things your way. You didn't get in." So, when I'm saying that there are things that happen in life that slap you in the face and make you hit realization of what life is really supposed to be like, jump on one of those, because that could be from God. That could be God saying, "Get on." So, my news is that I have resigned from my position at my company that I've been with for 17 years. And I love that company dearly, but I have lost who I am. And I can't be the person that I'm supposed to be and just be a checkoff list person. And so I've changed that. So what I'm going to do is, everybody said, "Oh my gosh, you went to school for this." Yes, I did go to school for this, but I went to school not for my company. I went to school for me. And I have 1 year left. In the past 3 years, I could not tell you a single class as to what I had. Because why? Because it was just a checkoff list, just to get that diploma at the end. That's a big expense, just to get a diploma at the end. I have 1 year left, and I'm going to finish this degree, and I will have my bachelor's in management and ethics. And in the meantime, and also the potential and the opportunity with Limelight is, the sky's the limit, and it's whatever I put into it or whoever else puts into it, because let me just tell you, it's there. It is there. And I've been telling you all for 7 months, it's there. So I hope that you believe me now that it is there, and that's the direction that I am going. And I am so thankful for the relationships that I have built at my company. And you know what? What I realized was those relationships have been defined by my position, and they've been limited. And so now I can grow those relationships, and because I've always considered them my family, but you can't have limits with family. And so now I can grow those relationships with these ladies. I can be their friend. I could be there for them. And I hope that sorry about my fan up here. I hope that I can, wow, can you believe that? Did you hear it just get quiet? I hope that I can be inspiring like what I initially wanted to be for other women. Do not let anybody's words, actions hold you back or define who you are. Do not let the day-to-day duties become so overwhelming that they define you. And I shouldn't say define, I should say hold you back, because they have held me back. And the only person that has allowed them to hold me back is me. The only person that has defined where I am right now is me. I have allowed that to happen. And so be who you are supposed to be. I encourage you, take time, step back. Don't let these little things slap you in your face and you don't take and you don't see them and just push them to the side. They're there for a reason, and they're saying, and it confirms, it gives you confirmation. Because let me just tell you, I have this 1-ton brick lifted off of my chest. And I know you all have seen me over the past 6 months experience different things. And I hope that you have seen me grow, because that's, I mean, I've been up and down, up and down, up and down. And let me just tell you, there is no more going down. I am only going to stay up, and I am going to be here for my family, for my friends, most importantly, for God and for me. So I wanted you all to hear it from me. And why? Because rumors get spread, and I don't want rumors to go around and my friends and family who have supported me question those rumors. I owe it to each and every one of you to hear it from me. And that is the honest truth. And I am so excited for what the future brings. I mean, it's like, like I said the other day, I'm like a kid the day before Christmas. I cannot wait. And I told you all a couple weeks ago, and little did I know it was going to come to this decision, that I was taking control of my life back. Control of my life is getting back to church. Church, it was too much for me to make it into church. And so what had happened? Church had become online. And then it became a checkoff list. And so when I said, when things become a checkoff list, it doesn't sink in. And you don't value what it is. And you don't hear the message, because you're checking it off and you're thinking about that long list that you got to get done and move on to the next one. Hey, Kelly. So, you guys are going to see me get back to me. And I'm going to be there for my family. And I'm so excited for that. I'm not going to have to tell my family, oh, I'm so sorry, I can't because I have a meeting. Or I'm so sorry because I have this project. Because why? This business that I am building travels with me. And most importantly, I can build relationships no matter where I am at. And I am in control of that. And so I will no longer be defined by checkoff list, by people's actions, people's words, and I will no longer be defined by guilt or by I don't know the word that I'm trying to say, by fear. That's it. I will no longer be defined by fear. Thank you, Kelly. So it has been with deep, deep thought and with some regret because of, you know, I always thought I was going to be there with my company till the day that I retired. But you know what? Retirement it shouldn't be based on an age. Making changes should not be based on your age and think that, oh my gosh, I only have 15 more years. Can I get through it? What 15 more years? Maybe tomorrow could be the last day. Next year could be the last day. We don't know what tomorrow is going to bring. And so I don't want to live, continue to go down this road for 15 more years because I need to take care of me. I need to take care of me. So I want to thank you all. I mean, your kind words in the comments mean so much to me. But this right here shows you this is what it's about. It's not about tearing people down. It's about lifting people up. That's what this is about. That's what life is supposed to be about. And so don't live your life by list. And don't just take relationships based on, it's just a list. Grow those relationships because God brings people into your life for a reason. And use them. So, thank you all. Sorry. Tried not to, but that's how much joy I feel. And I'm not going to allow disappointment in what I have done over the last years bring me down. I'm looking forward. So, I can't wait for this journey with each and every one of you all. And thank you so much for your support. Love you all. Bye.